On motion 8, it's in the name of the Young Liberals. Do we have a mover of that motion?
Thank you, Mr. President. Look, this motion, I would hope the substance of it is not too controversial. I think young people have a lot to be proud of from the new government. I think the action taking to remove or to deal with Labor's debt legacy, and with that the intergenerational theft of opportunity from young people, has been so good. I think the economic changes that have been made by dumping the carbon tax, by making hard decisions that will improve our economy, and with that opportunities for young people, is a good thing. I think the reforms to higher education moved by Christopher Pyne are a very, very good thing that will help our higher education system, and with it, opportunities for young people. But if I may pick one bone with the government, it's early on we squibbed on dealing with VSU or returning to VSU. I think we've all been disgusted in the media about the way the left have reacted on campus. We see Julie Bishop get harangued on campus. Christopher Pyne has been, and basically any Liberal that goes on campus gets harassed by the left. And you know, that's as annoying as it is. The worst part of all is that every single student in Australia is indirectly funding these campaigns. Money raised from the student services and amenities fee inevitably finds its way into student unions and funds these activities. I thought as Liberals we should believe in freedom of association, and by forcing young Australians to effectively join unions or to fund unions when they may well choose not to do so, and as we saw when VSU was introduced, the vast majority of students didn't want to go and join the student unions. In fact, student unions knew it would be so unpopular they stopped charging fees because it would cost more to actually market it to students than they'd actually receive in income, because they provided such a poor service. Now, of course, universities will jump up and down and want free money. That's what they do. But please, please, please show the respect to young people that we have shown through the other important reforms that have been made. Scrap the SSAF, return to VSU, and set this right. I commend the motion.
Thank you, Ben. Is there a seconder for the motion? Thank you. Do you wish to speak? Is there a speaker against the motion? Now, I've had a request from Evan Mulholland from the ALSF to speak on this motion. Is there any objection to Councillor in granting leave? Thank you. Evan?
Thank you, delegates, for this opportunity. This motion is a matter of principle for our party, as and has been for decades. This war has been fought for decades and was resolved before 2011. I, as ALSF President and the Australian Liberal Students Federation, I stand on the shoulders of great heroes of our party. Former presidents are here today in Justin Owen, Jerry Wheeler, Scott Pearce, Michael Kroger, and of course the Senator, the Honourable Erica Betts. On campus now, we can tell this is a broken legislation. I had my own issues at La Trobe University where my Liberal club decided to affiliate to the student union and to be afforded all the same opportunities as the other clubs in receiving access to the SSAF money. The student union then decided they would move a motion that we not be affiliated because it disagreed with their ruling that the Liberal club, they moved that the Liberal club shouldn't be affiliated because somehow they thought the Liberal Party was deemed homophobic and racist. It was through that that we started a campaign. We started a campaign on campus, and the Vice-Chancellor then had to get involved in order to overturn that decision. But the SSAF money stops with the student union. At Sydney University this year, $43,000 went from the Sydney University SRC to the New South Wales Education Action Group. This is a radical group, so far left they're not even in the Greens. Every time a Liberal politician goes on campus, these people are there. They accosted the Foreign Minister, Julie Bishop. They accosted the Education Minister, Christopher Pyne, and this is where our money is going. Voluntary unionism is something that's afforded to every adult in this country, and it should be afforded to students. I very much support this motion, and I hope you do too. Thank you.
Thank you, Evan. I take it there's no speaker against still? And does the mover wish to reply? Thank you. I put the motion. Those for, against, that's carried.